Alrighty, legends. I'm coming in with a bit of a trial run, being a typical noob at the streaming world, as well as procrastinating because I started studying this week and I haven't studied since like very early start of this year. So it's getting into study mode. I was like, well, this can be my break, and I've been playing around with some new fiddly doodads, so that could be fun to play with as well. I'm on a mission at the moment to make it so that I can see chat comments come up as I'm playing, so I can actually see when people are trying to talk to me and I don't have to look at my small little screen because I only have one monitor at the moment. Trying to make it easier for myself. So I was like, well, niche is a real nice easy way to chill, play around with a few things, and see what comes together. So look at niche, send myself some random messages to see if they come up, acknowledge most likely that they won't work, and do more YouTube hunting because YouTube is my friend. But to start with, I'm going to just see if anything has happened on my tests. Alright, this is a moment of truth. Have got you guys talking to me? Yes, I do. Okay, lovely. I don't know. This is a suspense. It's kind of like one of those things that if it hasn't worked yet, that's fine because I can just have a little play around whilst I'm at it. By the looks of it, I don't think I've fixed what I was trying to do. There's a lot of technical things involved in this, so that's a journey on its own. Anyway, seeming as I think I've failed at what I was trying to do, it could just be the fact that I can't talk to myself, or I just haven't fixed the chat thing. I'm gonna get reintroduced with my beautiful niche family, which is on a mission to actually complete the challenge of Adam's lineage, of unlocking all the possible traits, because I've never done that. I've spent many an hour on this game, but never actually probably achieved anything efficient. So, due to that, I think I might get familiar with these guys again, see how it's coming along. Clyde, okay, you're important fella to have. Get back into like, okay, what is actually going on in this, because I haven't jumped on this for a week and it's very easy with so many nichelings to lose where I'm at. So I've got genes that I want to keep in that are important, so I might as well just flick through and make sure that I've got that all sorted. Oh, there's barely any genes unlocked, it's so good. Okay. Oh, we almost lost the A line. Oh, L'Oreal, you're like a lifesaver in this. I'm just gonna note, because I think Zagreus is he's getting quite old. I don't know if he's gonna have any offspring. But I'm just gonna mention that L'Oreal, just sneakily on her name, is a gene, because then I can easily like make sure that she has a child with an A gene when she's old enough. She looks so cool though. I'm so impressed with her genetics, because she came from Icarus. This I think was like a last minute thing. Tash only just grew up. He's bringing in a very earthy vibe. I keep thinking they look like hedgehogs. Can you blame me? And this is coming from an Aussie. We don't even have hedgehogs. But and Icarus is just awesome. He may be a bit inbred, but he's bringing in some and keeping in some good genes. So he just looks wicked and is definitely following a lot of his grandfather's name. I think Adam is the grandfather now. I guess you guys can hopefully keep me in tabs with that. But that's our Icarus there. So we've got our A, L'Oreal holding that. Clyde is our, oh, okay, jumping ahead. Bees, we've got too many bees, that's our problem. Way too many bees. Hey, Jackie, fellow Jackie. We're doing niche. Have you not ever come across niche before? This is kind of like my little procrastination phase. I'll probably jump on this for like half an hour, get out of my system. Was trying to play around with some of the chat settings. I'm wanting, this is my mission. If you know how to, that would be amazing. Oh, it's really cute. It's like a genetics game that's survival based. You have these cute, I mean, Clyde's probably not the cutest of them all, but you have like cute little nichelings. Yeah, oh my god, I'm a sucker for genetics. Genetics, I've come to realize, is one of the core reasons why I love The Sims so much. But they're like really cute little nichelings. It's all purely based off genetics. So like you've got particular traits, you've got your recessive traits, you've got your dominant traits, and you're basically trying to adapt through these traits through breeding to have the best chances of survival in different biomes. And there's just so cool. You can play around with how they look. Like you can add mutations, so you can obviously shift them in the right direction for the best survival. Kuros is pretty cute. He is actually really quite adorable. He's actually from the Hades line, so I've got a little bit of a Greek vibes coming in. Hades came in being a lifesaver because you can't have two. These are the immunity genes. You can't have two of the same immunity gene because that's inbreeding, obviously, so it has defects. Yeah, oh, it is so good. It's just so satisfying. Like if you like, I think you mentioned before that you like strategy and like kind of like I've never been super amazing at storytelling. I'm getting better, like I mentioned, but it's really good for like strategy and like creating a structure and having a flow, and also like they're just the little nicks and knacks on the survival side of it. It's turn based, which I'll show you when I get into it a little bit, but yeah, they're really good. Tonka is exactly the vibe of a hedgehog. In fact, has he got a big body on him? No, he's got the spiky body, of course. But yeah, there's like lots of different genes that adapt. Like you've got different types of ears that are obviously better at different places, like horns of strength. Like these are their stats. So through what particular traits they have influences the traits that they have. No, that's not right. The behaviors, no. Right? I know there's fancy words. There's like genotypes and phenotypes. So these are our phenotypes. Okay, I'm getting myself confused. I haven't tapped into my genetics units for a while. My brain is now processing biochemistry. I don't have space to go back into that side of things. But so these are their traits. So what they obviously are good and bad at, and it's dependent on what genes they have and how they're expressed, etc. But I think I was going through and just double checking because genetics is important. I haven't had any new nichelings come in and increase the genetic diversity. So we're kind of like, as you can see, all these blue dots here are representing all the present B immunity gene that we have. And we can't breed. Technically, it's really risky to breed a B immunity with a B immunity. You want to avoid that because if you have a BB in here, they end up getting sick and they're not very helpful to the gene pool. But these are my little nichelings. They're so cute. You can hear them. They talk to you as well. Juniper's pretty cool. Or from Hades. This is Hades here. He may be a little inbred, but that's because we're bringing some good genes. So we've got Hades here. He looks amazing. If any people are familiar with Adam's journey, what it is you have Adam and Eve. Adam ends up getting taken from his home land by a sneaky bluebird. Bluebirds are bad. We don't like bluebirds. They like taking our babies. And his aim is, well, I guess in the game sense, he was never going to get back, but now his generation is trying to get back to his hometown, and you go through the different biomes and adapt as you go, unlock lots of different genes. Like if you come in here with mutations, like these are all the genes that you can unlock, and they have the different perks. So you have medium ears, give you hearing 3, but you also have big ears that from memory give you I think they give you hearing 4, and they also give you like you can adapt to heat. Like you're not as obviously. I'm trying to think of the word. Words are not coming to me. It sounds complex. I probably made it sound complex, but it does have a flow, and the tutorial is really quite straightforward. But it is really cute and just, yeah, really turn-based, which is kind of easily followed. Lots of little things going on. You've got sight, you've got smell, you've got hearing, like your different senses, and obviously different animals, you know, have better traits for the different senses. It's just cool. So where I was at was figuring out where I was at last time I played this, which I think was last week. And that's why I was in here. So I'm double checking what immunity genes I want to make sure we don't lose. Oh, I haven't had C immunity gene yet. So we don't have any F, that's fine. G, we definitely have a few G's. H, I'm not worried about. I, I've got Clyde noted, so we're going to breed I, because I think we lost his mum Bonnie. It was also an I. But we've got to give Clyde a friend. I'm convinced you. Good. I mean, I feel like we have similar interest in ways of processing and gaming. So it's one of those games too where time just disappears. You get in a momentum, you get in a flow, and it just, like any game, I guess, time just flies. But I find it really satisfying. I can usually sit with it for a while, and then I will find it's easy to get like bored of, I guess, in The Sims. But that depends on how you play it, I suppose, as well. But okay, we've got Clyde. He's going to make sure that we've got some genetic variation in our family. The home immunity gene, we need to keep that in the family, very important. And then we've also got the K immunity gene, which Cleo, beautiful Cleo here, is going to keep in the family. She looks so badass. The fangs, like the poison fangs and the claw, just look badass. Yeah, oh, and the fact that we have the same name, coincidences don't exist. In fact, I'm curious, like, are you a Jacqueline? And if you are a Jacqueline, how do you spell it? Because I know that it's always quirky. I meet a few Jacquelines here and there, and we all spell it different. Like, for example, you spell Jackie different to I spell Jackie. I go C-K-I. And that's purely just because everyone would try and spell Jackie, but with J-A-C-K, like Jack. And it was just easier for me to do that. Oh, just Jackie. I love that. I love that. You know, my parents were brave enough to do Jacqueline, and there's a lot of different ways to spell Jacqueline. Okay. Oh, and I love L'Oreal here. L'Oreal is so cute. She's gotten some spots that have kind of been hidden in the gene pool. But yeah, you can like basically put in the genes that you want and create your own little like strive to create a particular looking and advantageous, and yeah, it's just cool. Okay, just Jackie. Where are we at? Someone writes it as Jackie or Jackie. No one ever thinks with a Q. That's a good point. Unless they're older. The older generations usually put it with a Q. It's the younger ones that don't. Okay, where were we at? So I think I've got a bit of an idea. We're going to find Clyde a partner. Do I have any potential mates for him at the moment? So he's IG, so we're looking for a female that isn't G. Oh, Hetty might be a nice one. It'd be cool kind of kid, because Clyde doesn't look anything like his predecessors, which, oh, in fact, neither does Nasha. I think they've got an interesting bloodline to the original. The main bloodline, which is where the home immunity gene, which we need to keep. Can you please make sure that I don't lose that? Home immunity gene is so important. Yeah, you just get used. People are like, oh, how do you spell Jackie? I'm like, you know, just however it sounds. I mean, I can say it's not my full name anyway, but for you, I guess it's a little different. Okay, so we are going. Do you want Hetty? Oh, we could even put L'Oreal with Clyde. That would really keep a fresh immune flow in, because she's got H and A, which are both quite rare. ING. I think we might aim to put Clyde and L'Oreal as a partnership. So if that's the case, maybe we'll get Clyde to start kind of heading that way. He's we got so much food. I don't really need to worry much about food, so we'll just have him focused on that one kind of intention. She's a good fisher, so if we see a fish come her way, we can collect that. We've got Icarus here, which is partnered up with the beautiful Tash, and that's where we've got L'Oreal coming from. I'm going to call you Lynn. Oh, I don't think so, no. Well, that's because usually I just go by Jackie, so a lot of people don't, you know, I guess, realise that I'm a Jacqueline. But no, I've never got a Lynn before. I've never got a Lynn before. Okay, well, he can just kind of stand by. Oh! And there we go. We've got the fish come there, so she can... And if you make sure that there's still, like, enough... Like, if there's one fish left in the school, they will keep reproducing. So it's kind of like strategy as well. Like, how much do you end up, like, harvesting at different spaces kind of thing. Oh, she can't take from that one, though. It's a big pool. Oh! And we've just unlocked a gene. The fishing tail. Alright, that could be handy because we can make water breathing niches as well. Who else have we got here? So we've got Wind, who is their first child. Definitely looks more like his dad. Wind, as you can see, is a bit more... He's pretty good at collecting and hunting. He's an all-rounder, which is really convenient. So we might just even have him... Just clearing out the space. This is a bunny barrow. Bunnies are really good source of food. So here you've got the food. I have so much food coming in. And obviously, depending on their collecting ability... is how much, you know, how much they will collect from bushes. Fishing ability is how much they will get for each action when it's fishing related. So for example, when we fished before, we were getting 2 fish from that school for each turn, because there's 3 turns each, nicheling has a turn each. Hunting is dependent on not just, it depends on what they're hunting. So for example, I don't know if we can see any, he's a friendly bear. He's a good protection if we feed him resources. But you've got like a few different like hunting sources. For example, you can kind of see the outline of a stag mole there, and they require at least a 3 attack. I think it's a 3 attack in order to be able to hunt them efficiently. And bunnels, I love the different names. So you got bunnels, which is basically, to me, like it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender spec. You've got bunny, it's like a bunny cross a... What are they crossed with? Bunny cross a... Is it a mouse? Bunny. Yeah, like a stagmole, bunnel, bearina, because it's crossed with a bear and a hyena. Like it's so Avatar: The Last Airbender spec. But no, I'll keep trying to explain as I go. Hopefully I'm not going too fast. I kind of get caught up in the mode a little bit. Okay, so I think we had Hetty with Hades, because they've got genes that can work. How many have you had, Hetty? How many? You've had 3. I don't mind not going past 3 unless they've got a particular gene I want them to carry on. So we might say that little shy Tata. In fact, I might rename him. Would you like to help me rename this guy? So his dad is Hades. As you can see, the lines connected. That's his dad, Hades. And that's his mum, Hetty, because I thought she'd look like a hedgehog, and that was my thought. Yeah, it's like it does have a good tutorial, and yeah, the more that you kind of watch it and you kind of gauge, but I'll try and explain a little bit as I go. But will you help me name this fella? So he's the son of Hades. Hetty is his mum. He's pretty all-rounder. Like he's really good at like collecting nuts and crayfish. He's very good at collecting. He's like actually a really good starting animal. He's a really good all-rounder in the grasslands, which we've started. And I think he does have such a dope look too. I'm just trying to think where his siblings are. So he's got a few siblings because Hades has just gotten around a little bit. But his siblings include, he's got May, Nuno, Nasha, Rilo, I believe Coco was another one. Yeah, Coco's another one, which I don't think I named. Oh no, I must have kept her name. And Juniper is another one of Hades' offspring. So that's all of his siblings. Oh, I reckon that's really fitting. I like that. Okay, we'll call him Orion if I can spell it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. Probably. Is it Orion? Is it Orion or Orion? It's Orion, isn't it? It is. It's Orion. I constellations, right? Orion. I like that. Oh, he's such a vibe. Thank you. All right, because I've kind of gone through a lot of names, so name help will definitely be appreciated. Yeah, right. Okay, good. So I think Hetty won't have any more offspring, but I might get her to break a nest because that way that collecting material goes back here to be able to use for more nests. So when we move off this island, that could come in really handy. She's very good at cracking nuts, so we might shake the tree and collect any nuts that fall from that. I'm pairing these guys together, so I think I was going to pop them over to this nest here for when they grow up, which is Cleo with the K and Juniper. I like Juniper. Juniper's a cool name. And it can pop around and use that as a food source whilst they create their family. Coco. I guess at the moment, I don't know if there's many, there's like, in regards to the gene pool, there's not really many to pair up with. What about wind? Yeah, so the bee gene is just everywhere. So I think she might just be a bit of an explorer for now. Maybe she can go up and see what her family's doing further north. We've got Hades here. He's kind of like the one holding over the domain of the space, obviously, because he's kind of like just dominated all the women. Well, not dominated. He's kind of saved the what they call the tribe, because at one stage there we were running low on the genetic gene pool. The gene pool was getting very diverse. Okay, so this is our day system. So I've survived for 57 days. Now that all my nichelings don't have any more action points, I'm going to go to the next day. And you can see all the things that come up here. We've got a new baby born, which is, oh, whoa. We've got our first bat head coming out. I know that's been in the recessive genes for a while. Oh, okay. It's a little bit awkward though. He's got his antlers kind of coming out of his big ears, but that's all right. We'll say that it's molded together. It's meant to be like that. But she's kind of got like a fungi kind of vibe going. These are very earthy. Like this line through like Rubilen, and I don't know if Rubilen's mum's there anymore, but this line is, oh no, Rubilen come from the wild. She's coming with all the earthy children. So like they've got the real earthy, spiky body kind of vibes coming on. It's really cool. So we're gonna have to find a name for her now. I don't know how beneficial being able to collect, because it should be on here somewhere that she's able to. It's insects. Where's that insects there? Am I losing it? Isn't there meant to be an insects tab? There is, but I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay, insect collecting. So I would have put that up there with the food because it's a food collecting thing. But so she's got insect collecting 2, but in the grasslands there's not really many opportunities to collect insects. She does like. I like Chi-Chi, but it's just like, is that a compliment towards chihuahuas or not? I think Chi-Chi's pretty cute though. We can call her Chi-Chi. But she's a very fiery looking chihuahua. She's like a sassy chihuahua. Hey Omega, I hope that's how you pronounce your name. Thank you so much for coming to join. We're doing some niche. I'm usually on Sims, but I'm having a niche break because I'm procrastinating a lot. So now that's a vibe. You can see the Chihuahua vibe. Omega can see the Chihuahua vibe. I love that. All right. Well, we've got Chi Chi, who I don't think we're wanting. Oh no, we're wanting something from Nasha, I think. Oh no, she wanted. I wanted maybe to get one more K gene, which I don't think I've got. Or is it the H? Maybe it was one of Nash's genes. Let me just see what his gene pool's saying. So Nasha has H. Oh no, there's a lot of H's. Maybe I just wanted to try and get another K, but I think I might leave that very unique offspring, a little Chihuahua. Yeah. Hey, if you like Sims and Niche, then you have definitely come to the right channel. I've got a, which I'll probably jump on later. It'll probably be my after lunch go-to, but I've got a leprosy challenge on the Sims 3 at the moment. I can't play Sims 4. It's not my thing, but Sims 3, I've got a leprosy challenge going on at the moment. Hey, okay, so bunny, this is our bunnels. Maybe you guys can help me. I think it's a mouse and a bunny. That does look like a mouse, a cross between a mouse and a bunny to you guys, right? Bunnel. Hey, thanks for joining the tribe. Excited to have you on board. I'm quite fresh to all this, so it's just been amazing finding a like-minded community. Like my heart, I'm such an introvert, so it's good for me to come out of my introverted ways. You see the bunny, okay? Because I can see the bunny. I can see the bunny. Yeah, and Mega too. If you're into like The Sims 3, Anubis Jackie is also into Sims 3. She goes and streams a bit on her own legacy challenge, so you should definitely go give her a sus too. And she has the same name as me, so I think that's a sign. My name is Jackie as well. All right. Well, I think it's meant to be like a mouse and a bunny. I don't think I've got any stags that are that you can see, but we can actually make one be seen. I know there's one behind here. Which way are you looking? Oh, that's not helpful. Oh, there's one up there. Okay, this is one of the stag moles. So it's like basically a deer cross a mole. That's what a stag mole is. And this is a friendly bear. He's got amazing eyebrows. They're like to die for. So he's handy because if you feed him nesting material, he'll actually protect your nest, because bearinas are quite brutal, especially when you've got a small tribe and you don't have like a lot of strength behind it. It's a bit brutal. But anyway, I'm gonna get Nasha to actually just jump right over and take out this funnel. The bear is so cute. The bear is so cute. He's a bit scary when you first come in because they spawn, like anything that kind of comes in will spawn on the new day. And as the new day starts, you hear like a grrr and you're like, oh, it's a bearina. We're screwed. No, it's just a friendly bear. He just sounds way too similar to a bearina. We might even have a bear. I've kind of cleared a lot of grass. I'm more prone to kind of come up in the grasses, but yeah. Bearinas keep you on your toes for sure. Alright, where are we going then? Let's go take out... do some foraging. These guys are just kind of foraging for the time being. I might try and spread out, but I like having a bit of visual because you can only travel where you can see. Is there anything over here to keep tabs on? No, I guess Artemis can also just be kind of keeping tabs. You can kind of hear little squeaks when bundles come into close proximity to everyone else. I reckon Hades can sneak up behind this because these guys, they're blind, but they can... they're deaf, but they can see. So if you sneak up behind them, you can easily take them out. And they give 1, 2, 3, 4. They give 4 food. I think bundles give 3. So that's an awesome food source. Like I said, I don't need to worry about food, but when it starts getting... because what happens is after every day, you get like... you have to feed your animals. Your animals have to eat. So you get like the cost of food is how many nichelings you have at the end of the day. So after every day, it costs me 22 food. So I lose 22 out of my food reserves. obviously that's not a problem right now because I've got a really good system going on. Grasslands is like the first grasslands. It gets really easy, but it gets difficult the more islands that you go to. So I'm sure I'll be getting to one of the new islands soon. Oh my gosh, look at L'Oreal. L'Oreal, she's just so cute. And she's getting paired up with Clyde, who's a bit dorky, but you know, he's got a good heart. He's got a good heart. So we might let him to kind of jump over, and he can kind of warm up to the family and suck up, and maybe they'll actually let their daughter be part of it. I think I might let them have one more. I kind of like the number of three. Three's one of my favorite numbers. How many islands have I played through this game? I've played this game a lot. In fact, I can probably even just check on my Steam. Is my Steam open? No, my Steam isn't open, but I can get my hours up for how many hours I've put on Steam. I've played so far 250 hours on Niche. And it's kind of like one of those games, kind of like The Sims. You jump on and you abuse it for a while, and then you kind of jump off again. But I've spent a lot of time. So I've actually been a majority of the islands, except for the really, really hard ones. I've never fully completed this game. I want to like experience all the islands. I want to unlock all the genes, like, because you unlock them with the islands that you go to, like spend so much time in a hot climate, collect so many insects, like that's specific mainly to like one kind of like biome. So it'd be cool to be able to dip into some of those and give you a chance to see them eventually in future, or when you start playing it yourself, because I'm a great influence. It's almost a year non-stop. I've had it for a few years. I have had it for a few years, but I binge it. Like, some of these games, it tells you how many hours you've got on it. Like, so I've probably put, I think this game is probably roughly about 6 hours for me to get to this point. I have a game where I've got 750 days on it, and I think it says I've put like 40 hours into it. It sneaks up. Yeah, it is amazing. I don't think this game gets appreciated enough. Like, it's even set up so that you can, like, they've made it so teachers can use it as a teaching method. They've just put it on Switch so you can play it on Switch. There's a mobile version, I think, that they've made. It's just awesome being a part of the development too, because I started kind of following it when it was quite fresh and new. How did I come across it? I must have come across it on YouTube or something, but I love it. I do love it. Okay. I think my goal, other than I don't really need food here, I think I might just keep exploring. We've got so much here, and kind of keep an eye out for any wanderers as well. Just making sure the genes stay kind of quite rich. We might have Tonka pop in and take out that bubba there. I don't know if I had Tonka wanting to get with anyone. Oh, Coco and Tonka might have been put together. No, they look like siblings. They're definitely siblings that can breed together. Incest? Okay, I'll let you guys help me out with this one. So, the great thing about, like, closely related breeding is the fact that you can get, like, the same looks. You can get a real distinct look, because obviously the genes are very diverse and they kind of filter. So, do I put Coco and Tonka together? I was kind of being like, because you can see the gems on them. I've kind of like grouped them in families, and I was liking the idea of eventually being like, okay, let's not have incest anymore, just to kind of keep it interesting. But I might wait till I have 3 different families, which means, because there's a bit of a match, I've got a maternal line going, so the gemstones follow from the mum to the children. So I kind of need a new female to come join from the outside world to get 3 tribes, and then I think from those 3 different family lines, then I'll start being more picky about the breeding siblings or family members together. Because, like, this is a cool line. Like, I've got the earthy line, and then I've kind of got like the I like calling the Hades line. That's Adam's line. That's going straight from the founder. But anyway, you guys can help me pinpoint whether I breed the siblings together or not. Otherwise, I'll find them a different partner. She's good at hunting. I think really I've got so much food that I might just do a lot of just spreading out and doing that. What was your partner? I think I had you... I've got you with Tonka. Oh, okay. That's what I've done. All right. Well, I like how they follow the mouse. They can, yes. Oh, my friend's talking to me. I've got to go water. I checked my garden, but I've got an alarm on my phone to tell me to go check on my beautiful garden that keeps getting in by snails. So that's great. So I actually have these two together. That's paired up because that makes more sense as to why Kuros has that kind of look. I haven't named Kuros yet, so we can either keep him Kuros or we can rename him, but he's the offspring of Tonka and May. So you guys can help me decide whether we do that or not. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with my idea. So for the time being, I'll allow incest. Oh, was it Benji? See, I didn't touch this for a while and there's just so many niches. It's like, how do I keep up with this? No, okay, it definitely wasn't Benji. They might just go and explore together. There's so much fish in there. Look how many fish are in there. Uh-huh. I don't know if none of my nichelings, other than the ones with claws, can fish. But I might get her, we'll have another child with these guys, I think. She can try and fish. I don't think she's a very good fisher at all. And then over here, I think I was going to let them have one more child. Does she have any fish she can get yet? No. Because like I love how there's even like a few animals that move like with every move. That makes sense. But others are day. So for example, he won't move until it's the end of the day. Bearinas won't move till it's the end of the day. Like most of your predators won't move until the end of the day. But a lot of your prey animals will. Yeah, easy done, Jackie. I guess my procrastination is lasting longer than a half hour. So yeah. Oh dear. What am I doing getting back into this gaming world? This is very, very dangerous. Okay. Oh yeah, you can take out the funnel. He can come straight over. That's fine. They've got poison fangs too. So even though their smelling isn't amazing, they do get the bonus of the poison. Okay, what have we got here? We'll just, I guess, keep clearing the space, keep moving forward. She can attempt to get fish again, but she failed because she's not very good at it. I think I just want to keep this area clear. I might just keep this area clear with a bit of visual. So they're kind of like, I guess you can say the scouts. Okay, what have we got here? We got Orion. I guess he can stick by Mum for the time being. I don't think we need that nest anymore. She's the best at, she's got 3 cracking collecting, which is awesome. So I'll have her be the main person to like collect the nuts because she's really good at it. And you are not very good at collecting berries at all. So, Amiga, have you ever looked at this game before? Have you ever come across it before? Or is this new for you as well? You can actually get nuts, sorry, shells, because you've got the cracking ability. So maybe we should see if there's any nuts. I don't want to go too close to the edge because you can get leeches. And then we might just get her to, oh, she's got terrible collecting. She can fish a little bit, but terrible collecting. Oh, really? Is that how you came across the stream? I love that it's still, like, it's getting popular. Like, I just love the vibe of the creators. I love the energy of this game itself. Like, it's just so good. And I love that it's getting bigger. Oh, awesome. Oh, I love that. Love that everything connects. Yeah, no, and it's kind of like a game, like I said, like, it's not as big as it should be. And I like jumping on and just kind of chilling with it every now and again. So it's nice being able to share it with others. Okay, so kind of listen, you can kind of hear a few noises at the start of a new day. So I heard a stag mole jumping up. It has a unique sound. You kind of get used to the sounds as you go. I love that you just got the game. Oh, it is so good. Like, especially when you... So I've got a few different methods. I'm being quite laid back in the way that I'd usually play this. Trying to get a little bit of the story mode because I get very regimented, like, a system. But I used to love playing... Oh, it is so cool. This is only touching the surface. Like it's just only touching the surface, a toner. I guess I could say baby. I keep going to say babe, and I'm like, it's kind of like. Just so you know, Amiga, a trainer is my partner. But yeah, no, definitely the colorations start coming through. Okay, what else have I got going on? I think I'm just wanting to now just do a lot of exploring. I'd love to explore this so that we can kind of move on. Like I'm kind of too successful in this space, so I still like the idea of kind of cleansing the space. Okay, but wait, I got distracted. But what I was explaining, it is so cool. Some of the colors just turn out amazing. But I had a system that was like really structured. It was really, really successful, but it didn't really go with storyline. It was just purely like method, finding the most efficient way to do it. And what I do, which might be a way that you maybe you can look to do it just to start with, just to kind of get an idea, because it can get very easy to get like kind of caught up and overwhelmed when you first start playing. So this might be a method that helps you get through it. But what I do or did is I actually gave them like a point system. So I'd go through and kind of say, okay, this is kind of like the perfect nicheling that I'm after. So maybe it would be, what's an example? I could probably use her for example. So I'd want an animal with the medium ears, so that would be a point, or I do a trait per point. So I'd say that's 2 points. I want a nicheling that has antlers, that would be 3. I want them to have this eyesight, so then that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want the cracker jaw, so that's 6. I'd want to have the spiky body, so that's 7. I'd want to have the nibble fingers, that's 8. So what I'd do is I'd go through and I'd pick the traits that I want to keep in my gene pool, make it a point system. So I would even do it, with particular colors, because then what happens is you filter it as you breed them with the highest point system, and it kind of narrows so that you're only ever getting, your best nichelings breeding together. And therefore, I'd get to the point where I'd be like, okay, this is my highest point nicheling, and then I'd go and, might say, okay, so you've got the gene K. I'd be looking for a male that obviously isn't blue, because if I go gene K, these are all the ones that have K. We don't want a K. So I'm looking for a male that doesn't have H. And obviously H's are getting quite popular now. Like, for example, Urian. And then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to pair them together. I pop them over. Maybe I'd give them a matching color set or something, just to kind of group, because this isn't very strategized. It's very messy. I feel like this is probably potentially making things even more messy, but the point system allowed me to always pair up the highest point system that didn't have the same genes. I'd group them together by pushing them all over to the side, every time I'd come to play, so I always had the breeding partners together. I'd even go through and I'd usually rearrange these, so I'd have all the females on one side, or the males on one side. The highest point, he was 15, he was 10, so 15 would be on the left side. I'd do a whole structuring system. I would get it looking schmicko. And that would mean that it was really, really easy for me to find all my nicheling partners having the best genes coming through, wasn't missing out, and overlooking any pairings. I know this is very much probably going over your head to start with, but that was the method that I had. And then what I'd do is, if they had an offspring that had more points than either of their parents, so say Cleo had 15, Orion had 13, if I had a nicheling, an offspring that was 16 or above in the point scoring system, then I would stop breeding the parents and I would just stick with the child, and that kind of just gave it very methodical. It was, if you're more on the storytelling side, that may not be a thing, but that's just what I did. I'm being a bit more carefree with this one, just trying to get more in the storytelling kind of mindset, but we'll see. I might just crave my systematic approach again and go back to the other, but if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. I'll try and explain them in a less intense way. Yeah, that's all good, because I know it can get very easy to get overwhelmed by it and overlook certain traits and realized that, you know, that was just a really efficient way that I could just keep track of everything and easily be successful. But if you like the storylines more and you don't mind, you know, kind of going with the flow of dying a few times on the journey, then you just kind of do what you do. I'm at the stage now where I'm so good for food. I'm so well set up. Like, it's really too easy in a sense. I don't have like any predators coming up. But I might just... Oh, this is our third baby too! You got another fanged baby. Elclo. Alrighty. So, this is of the earthy line because she's through Tash, who... Oh, she just looks so... I love the blue on the brown. It looks cool. And we got another brown baby who does have stripes, even though you can't quite see it, which gives you camouflage, which the camouflage are very, very handy. I don't know if you'll see it in here, but I'll show you the camouflage stat when we jump out. Stripes are really good in long grass. I've used the niche wiki a lot to kind of guide me with, you know, what traits are best in like what biomes. The grasslands and the savanna stripes are really good. In your jungled biomes, spots, colors are an influence as well. So like being in the grasslands, your brown colors give you bonuses as well. Let's see if I can see with her. So here it says she's got +2 camouflage, +2 color camouflage, but she's got spots, so she doesn't get the perk for that. But maybe we can have, I reckon Rilo would be a really good example. So he just got into the grass, so he's got +3 pattern camouflage because he's got the stripes, and he's got +2 hiding. So if you have for example, maybe the peaceful bear is actually a predator. If the peaceful bear can see 5, you can kind of give that as a guide of being like, okay, so the peaceful bear can't see you there. The peaceful bear can move, I think it's 2 turns. I think they move like 2, maybe 1 turn a day or something. But that means even if he moves here, he still shouldn't be able to see Rilo. Which means if it was a predator, you can kind of stay quite close and still be safe. Stripes really handy. And then the other one would be the color camouflage, which I think I saw Tash has, because we're in the grasslands. She's got chestnut brown fur. That will give you a color camouflage. Let's see, that's here. I don't know if I've got many of the other colors coming in. I know there's another brown that works. There's moss brown and chestnut brown. They're the 2 colors that give you the camouflage in the long grass. Oh, in the grasslands, just in grasslands in general. Like if you're on a grassland tile, you've got the camouflage. Black is jungle. But I do love how like all the different colorations come together and all the stats. I'm probably making it sound really complicated. I'm sorry. But we do have, as I was saying, beautiful Elclo. So I reckon we need to give her a name. So she's got Tash and Icarus as her lines. You kind of got like, I love how unnatural, like Icarus means to ignite with passion. That's why my name is Ignesco. Sorry, Ignesco means to ignite with a passion. That's why that's my name. So I love how that's kind of like naturally where my nichelings have gone, that coloration of, you know, fire, passion. I love that. And then we've got the earthy side. So it's kind of cool. We've got like a passion fiery kind of line, which has got a Greek influence. And then you've got like your earthy tones. So what do we call their child? I like how it kind of looks like she's got like a halo or crown. She could stay Elclo as well. She's definitely on the earthier tones of the family though. Gaia. I think I like Gaia because it's very earthy. But Pan, I think I'm going to note down. I'm going to write down the name Pan. Because that could probably come in. Would you say that Pan is more of a masculine or a feminine name? For me, instantly, I think more masculine. But that's because I'm thinking Peter Pan. Okay, we're gonna call a guy out. Thanks, baby. Yeah, she's got like an elegant kind of fierce vibe to her. I like that. Okay. She's gonna be our little Mother Earth Queen. And I don't know if I would want any more children between these guys. Because of the siblings, we definitely have like a mix of genes, which is good. I don't know if they had any in particular like I wanted to keep that didn't get passed along. So I think I might leave that there. Another thing to note too, this is so important. I'm gonna say this to you right off the bat, Mika. Don't drown your nichelings. I'm about to say Sims there. Still in Sims there. Please don't drown your nichelings. So even though sometimes you can say that they can swim, they've got to be able to breathe underwater. They've got to be able to breathe underwater, otherwise they will drown. So it's kind of good if you can get a balance of the swimming abilities, but you have to be able to breathe underwater, which I think there's 2 or 3 genes that allow you to do that. And if your nichelings can't... Yeah, okay. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't catch you in time. Yeah, but they can, however, be able to, like these kind of like still waterways, they can stand in the still waterways if it's not running water. So for example, they can't stand on this tile here because that is a waterfall, that's a running water, they'll drown there. But any of these areas here where it's still and it's like a peaceful waterways and isn't the ocean, they will survive there. So for example, if Tasha's going to go for an adventure. She doesn't have good swimming ability, but this is really handy if they can't swim underwater, but they've got like a swimming ability. She's fine. She's not going to have any problems sitting there. She's not going to drown at all. That's something that I only recently learned. I've been playing this game for years, so. Poison berries, yeah, that still gets me. I get too carried away, and before I know it, I've stitched myself up. Okay, oh, you should not be standing there. Clyde is very lucky you didn't get kadonked by a palm tree there. Let's get him well out of the way. And he's actually going to be pairing up with L'Oreal, who is a blue baby, so I'll give her gems now. I think they can start doing adventuring because I really want to clear this place out. And once this whole island is clear, I think I'm ready to kind of move on, actually. Like, it's just not challenging enough for me. Even though I love the idea of clearing the whole place. I think I might get them to slowly start moving on. But to start with, let's have these guys have their first child together, making sure they haven't rookied it and they definitely don't have the same genes. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is just see what genes I want to add. I can't give her the best fertility yet, which is the high fertility, until you get to 100 days. I'm only at 59. It'd be good to try and get the hemophilia gene out of the line because that is double damage. Like, obviously it means that their blood doesn't clot properly. So can I do that yet? Yes. Okay, let's get normal blood clotting so that her offspring has less chance of getting that dominant. Anything else I want to shift with her? So ears are fine, eyes are good. Her body, I can keep her as a lean body. It's quirky. I want to bring the stripes in just because, one, it's from the founder's line of Adam, but also because it's good for protection. And they're strong, but they're not the strongest usually. So I think I might keep that there. And then I kind of like the idea of him trying to find. I was going to see if you could find any clams. The fun part though, Omega, is when you end up getting to like rogue males. Oh, well, they do my head in. But rogue males is when the test really begins. Okay, I might... Oh, she's going to grow up next turn, that's fine. Keep them together. We'll have Hetty. Hetty's just... These guys. I might even start getting everyone to just start heading... Oh, that's going to be a problem. Oh, caught her just in time. She almost scared the stag mole back into the hole, which would not have been useful. Orion, I think let's start getting adventurous. Let's start heading up and meeting up with the rest of the crew. I might start getting everyone just to start heading north, I think. Because I'm really wanting to start. I might move off this island to the next one. Have we got any fish? No, she doesn't have fish. He can't take any fish either, so I guess he could just do some clearing. So much fish in there. There's just so much food on these beginner islands. Like, I have so much food right now. It's not always like that. Oh, that's meant to be orange. I've actually added extra colored tokens too. You can do that. So usually there's only 5. I think I've got like 8 or 10. It's annoying when you click through them all, but it gives you more variation. So you can kind of like have different roles kind of aligned. And we have a new newborn. He's gorgeous. I'm loving this Hades line. Okay. Okay. I'm kind of getting something like Nightwalker or... Oh, what else? Adding the colours. I need to personally remember how to add the colours. There's a chance I might be able to try and get it up now. But in the meantime, before I show you how to do it, I actually don't know how to change my screen so that you can actually see. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to screen share. Unless you know how to screen share. I'm very new to the streaming thing, so I don't actually know how to stream share. But I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out and I'll share it with you if I can't show you. But we need a name. We need a name for our new little gadget. I'm loving something like Nightwalker or Sirius, or Sirius is too harsh. I think he's... Balthazar could be cute. You like Midnight? Midnight or Balthazar? Balthazar. Hey, don't be dissing your names either, though. I'm gonna just write Midnight here so that I can pull it up later if I'm so drawn to it. But Balthazar, I just think is cute. Like, it's still kind of like quirky and old age because he's kind of got like, I just see vampire vibes when I see him. And Balthazar, I'm pretty certain Balthazar could be one of the names from the books I used to read way back when. Balthazar. I don't know if that's the traditional ancient way of saying it, but Balthazar. That's now going to be... Oh my god, he's so cute. I like how he's got a beaver tail. He would actually be not too bad, like in the waterways. He's got a little bit of movement in the waterways. Okay, colours. Let's see if I can just... First, I'll do a quick suss to see if I can show you what I'm doing potentially. Okay, so what you do is you need to go into the niche file that I believe is through your is it Steam account? I'm just gonna do a search and it's gonna find it for me. I think that's actually in my C drive, which is naughty. It should not be in there. Okay, is this where I'm meant to be? I'm doing stuff in the background to see if I can remember. Because I'll admit my directory through my computer is not as efficient as it could be. I'm working on it. I was actually cold before and now the sun's randomly perked down. I'm actually starting to get a little bit too warm. One extreme to the other. Come on, computer, you can do it. Alright, I'll just see if she catches up. I'll just pop her here so we can kind of see what's going on. In the meantime, let's keep pushing north. I might play for a little longer and then I've got to go have lunch and actually do the rest of my study because I'm procrastinating. And then I'll probably jump on, I usually like jumping on maybe like 1:30, 2-ish, and I'll jump onto my Sims game if you wanted to join in for that. Whereabouts in the world are you? Is it very late for you at the moment? Alright, we're just gonna keep and oh my gosh, look at all those bundles. It's like an army of bundles. If we're lucky, maybe they'll actually like come towards Benji. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. And okay, I might. He's actually got a bit of fishing ability. You should be here. Look how many fish are here. Oh my gosh, there's like fish for days. Oh, hotkeys. It's an army, alright. Oh my gosh. So tab is my lifesaver. So I always use the tab button. Oh, my dad's calling me. I'll call him back in a moment. I was about to jump off anyway. It's 10, 15 minutes maybe. You say that, but as a gamer, who knows? Tab allows you to shortcut to any nichelings that you have not, that still have actions left. So that's amazing to make sure you don't miss any nichelings before you skip the day. Because some of them can be hiding in a really weird spot and you kind of forget about them. Tab is my lifesaver. I always do a quick tab. Just to make sure that they're all there. And then if I know there's no one left or if I can't do any actions with anyone else, usually I have, you know, like mums on the nest that I can't do much with. Then space. I press space for my day, but that's sneaky. Like there's very much time when you can accidentally skip a day. But yeah, tab is my lifesaver to make sure that I don't miss any nichelings. Alrighty. Gonna have an, oh my gosh, there's so much. Look at this! Like are they conspiring against Benji right now? I like how they're trying to be conspicuous, but I know the truth. I know the truth. Look at that. Yeah, no hassles at all. No hassles at all. Yeah, so Omega, where are you in this beautiful world? Where's your location? Oh my god, the others are so cute. Oh, we got so many fish here. Fish for days. I think you even got fish here too, Tash. Well done. So much fish. Just getting fish overload. And little Gaia. I might get her to start. She can move over with her dad. And it might start kind of slowly heading this way. Oh my gosh, Wind, you are so big. He's grown up to be a very big boy. It's beautiful though. In the US. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, that's not too late for you then at the moment, is it? It's probably like 7, 8 o'clock in the at night for you. Okay, just a clearing. Alright, these guys I'm kind of sticking together. Let's get you guys heading north too. We're just all on an adventure heading north. You're clearing because you can't actually crack anything. You can though. You pick up that meat, do some more clearing. We'll have Dad stay by the child. I can hear so many bundles coming out again. Like they're just not being able to hide. Did I not breed you guys? I mean, that was so intentional. Definitely intentional. Alright, we'll let them have a child and then maybe they can start having more children as they start heading up north. And we lost our what's the word? The hedgehog line. She started the whole hedgehog line. I can't quite remember her name because it wasn't really one that I chose. Rubelin. Thank you, Rubelin, for your amazing Chi Chihuahua children. She's such a scary looking nicheling. Yeah, 8 p.m. That's pretty cool. Well, if you're a week later, I'll be jumping on Sims. Okay. She was blue. She brought in the blue line at Earthy Babies. And she's actually really good attack. So because she's 5 attack, she can actually just take out that whole bush. 3, 4, 5. So you can get 5 food from just taking out a whole bush. And it grows back. It does eventually grow back. Oh my gosh, look at all that food. Alright, Hades is going to go on a mission. Nice. And then we might have these guys help him out with collecting the food. There we go. And the rain means that you get more berries on the bushes. One thing that took me forever to notice. Definitely an ankle biter. Yeah. One of the things too that took me, and I didn't realize for a very, very long time, but the bunnies will be going around in the background and they will actually be eating from these bushes. They will eat the berries from the bush. So if you're desperate for food from one bush, like be careful of the pesky bunnies because they will actually steal the food from the bushes. Which can actually be a really good luring thing too. They're drawn to the berry bushes, so that can be a hunting technique if that's the pathway that you go. But yeah, like it's something that took me way too long to realize. Alright, oh, okay, Coco. We're going to get you heading up north too. We need to start figuring out who's going to be going to the next island. But for the time being, I guess we're just making my way downtown, walking fast, paces fast. I never know the lyrics of that song. But that's what we're doing. We're making our way downtown. Or uptown. That's why the bushes are empty, yeah, because these things are sneaky and they eat them without... It took me years of playing this game. Years. And then I was finally watching one of my favourite streamers, who would it might have been? It might have been Jessie Mew or Siri. And I think it was Jessie Mew, and she was noting the bunnies eating the bushes. Like, what? How did I do this? Alrighty. Is there any more fish for you to get? Then maybe you can start heading upstream. I mean, she can't head very fast upstream. She's probably better off going off on the shore to do it. And there's so much fish here. Oh my gosh. Food for days. Alright, well now that we've got little Guy here, I think she's going to be saying that new tides are coming and we're being given the sign because she's connected to, you know, obviously Universe's energy. She's like Mother Gaia reborn. We're heading to new lands for our own spiritual growth and awareness, for the benefit of the tribe. Follow me! Alright. We respect that. Oh my god, Luriel's just got such an orb, she can just take out anything. Okay. Clearing on the way, makes it easier for the pathing. Oh, are these guys old enough now? Oh no, I've got Clyde to pair up with Luriel and she's definitely... Oh, he's so slow. He's better off probably following the river line to get up. He's a faster swimmer than he is a runner. And then we'll have Gaia keep leading the way. Dad, who's about to pass away, actually can follow suit. I think he's got, yeah, one more day. So at least he's with his daughter, you know, on his last day, and they can, you know, just kind of, you know, converse on the goings and comings of the world, and she can reassure him of, you know, the path the tribe is going, and he can say how proud he is. Oh my gosh, that is so cute! Which means it's new naming time. In the meantime, just whilst you're thinking up a name for Whisper, our new little girl. Actually, Whisper could kind of work for her. The whisper in the wind kind of vibe. I don't know, maybe we'll keep her as Whisper. But let me see if I can figure out how to do the niche stuff. Yeah, okay, I found it. I don't know if I can actually show this screen though. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, I don't know how to show my screen. Wait, maybe there's another way I can do it. Okay, no, I catch a specific window. I think I've actually just figured out how to do it. I might actually be able to show you how to do it. chance it might. Just make sure that I got the right stuff up. Maybe I can't specific. A full screen application. No, okay, I'm not figuring out how to do it. But what you need to do to change the color, this is the color change, is you go into your, let's see which file I'm in. So it's niche a genetic survival game, but this is found in, oh, why did I do that? It's in Steam. Steam apps. No, it's not in there. I just had it and I lost it because I did a rookie. Because it's not in the standard, like where the Steam games are, where you get the launch. It's in a separate folder, kind of like how Sims has its own separate folder as well. I'm just gonna get the pathing that mine is, and then I'll tell you when I fix what I did wrong. And then I think I might finish the day with my nichelings, and then I should hop off, get this study done, have some lunch, and I drop on later with The Sims if you're interested in joining for that. Meet my Margot Robbie remake. She looks exactly like Margot Robbie, and that was not intentional. Yeah, sweet. Okay, it's just loading. So don't let me forget, because I get back into the game whilst I wait for it to load, and I kind of get distracted. So I'll try and make it to the animal stream. So it would be, yeah, I'd probably jump on, probably, what's 12:30 now, probably take me 11:30, maybe around 2 I'll be jumping on my time. So 2 is like 1.5 hours from here. I'll be kind of jumping back on, but in the meantime, where is this? I don't know how to share the screen, that would be so handy. Yeah, it seems to be, yeah. Yeah, all good. Can I? Alright, I'm gonna do research on that and learn how to be able to share my screen. That'll come in handy. Alright, but in the meantime, we need to name Whisper. No, I was gonna keep it Whisper. I think I want to keep it Whisper. That's fine. We'll keep it Whisper. We'll do a quick harvest here. Who's the better at collecting? You're better at collecting. I think I just want to start. I want to start moving on. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Alright, I get you to take that out, and then we're heading north. These guys are gonna have to catch up in their own leisurely place. I'm ready to boot it. Hades is getting old. He's been the savior of this line. Alright, we've got a few that are facing different ways. We can probably take some out on our way through. I think we might be able to double whammer here. Oh yeah, like a boss. Alright guys, we're heading north. Let's go. We could probably, I think that's a bit too soon. We might have to wait till it rotates around again. Okay. No, that's still loading. That was definitely a big rookie mistake on my behalf. Let's get these guys, keep heading up north. Like, oh my gosh, look at all these animals. They are conspiring against us for sure. There's no way they are not. That's insane. Oh my god, they're everywhere. Let's take out that one. You're not close enough to take out that guy, but it's just so many of them. A berry bush, yeah, sure, we'll take that all the way. Okay, is this loaded? No. Nearly. Oh! Okay, just as I said that. So mine is located in, and I will probably be able to write this down. So you go into your users. I have gone into my user, which is my name, Jackie. Then I've gone into app data. So this is kind of like the important part. So I've gone, mine's in C, even though I wanted it to be in F, it's in C. See if I can get this in a good spot to be able to relay it. Alright, let me relay it for you, and then you can use that pathing to help you find yours. So I've gone, go C, mine's in C, it's wherever yours would be, but it's probably in C if it's not in your other ones. Then you go your username. Mine is my name, Jackie, and then you go into app data, local low. Oh, local low. Then you go into team niche, and then from team niche you have it's right there. It's you go down and you end up selecting, it is a text document. Which is called, I think it's just called color guide. No, action point color. Oh, wait. Make sure I'm selecting the right thing. No, it's a configuration setting. You can do it with the names as well. Configuration settings file. And it's called action point color. You can do the same in regards to your animal names. You can add your own animal names or your own, because the game's actually based off like the sounds, like there's 3 words that put together and they just jumble together, so you can add different sounds, vowels, 3 letters, whatever it is, to add to the random shuffling when they're naming nichelings as well, if you so choose. And action point colors is what that one's called, and you just easily just pop in there, you add any color numbers, so you go and you get the hex code, so you need the hex code for it, and you just add it down, like you kind of in the list order, you just add another hex code, and whatever that hex code color is, it just adds it to it. So yeah, that's how you end up doing that process. Super quite straightforward and easy to follow, and I wish I could have showed you the other way, but obviously I don't know how to do that yet. I'm working on it, but yes, that should get you there. Alright, I'll quickly finish this day. I think I'm almost done, and then I have to, I think I am done. Okay, I'm done. I'm going to pop off, get my lunch sorted, finish my study. Dear, it's going to be a good study session now that I've gone into gaming again. I've had a break from gaming like for nearly 9 months, so it's interesting getting back into it and doing so through streams, because you know, like, what better way to just get out there than, you know, connecting with people. Well, it's kind of been one of the main motivations, like I get to connect with people whilst I game, so that's why I'm motivated to do it. So yeah, so that's the details there. So you can end up oh, is that working? I don't know, I'm trying new things. Yes, okay, it's come up. Awesome. So that's that thing there. All right. I need to actually go be productive in a responsible way. So I gotta go. I gotta go. But if you have any other questions whatsoever about the game, how to play it, obviously I'll be jumping on and playing it every now and again anyway. Maybe tomorrow I'll do something similar, use it as a study break and pop on in the morning, and then maybe do my Sims in the afternoon again. But yeah, you have any questions whatsoever, feel free to ask. It's been so good joining you. Thank you for joining the Agnesco community. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to be connecting with you and sharing my passions with you. And helping you with niche. That's a bonus. Alrighty. Well, I guess I'll pop off this now and yeah, go be productive with my life. Oh dear. Dear. And I need another monitor. That is probably something that would also help me out with my processes. But yeah, alright, I'm gonna love you and leave you then. And I will catch you next time. I do hope I'll just pop that up again so that you can see that process and acknowledge that's in chat, because that will be super helpful on your journey. Alrighty, Omega, bye. Catch you next time. See you, sweet.